morning and welcome to 2-Minute Tech Tuesday. Today we are going to be looking at some updates from Brisk Teaching, the awesome AI tool that allows you to create lesson plans as well as exciting and engaging assignments for your students. Brisk, just a quick reminder, Brisk Teaching is an extension. So if you don't have the extension downloaded, just Google Brisk Teaching, go to their website and download the extension so that it can be added to your extensions bar up at your search bar. When you are on articles that can utilize Brisk or websites or documents, you will notice that the little icon will pop up, and this means that you can do something with the Brisk extension. So this article today is one that's close to all of our hearts here in the western side of Cleveland, is why lake effect snow may become a thing of the past. Well, we can only hope so, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to actually create a bundle today. So previously, when you were using Brisk, you could create a multitude of different assignments. However, those assignments all had to be done one at a time. They have just launched a new resource where you can actually create multiple items based on the same topic all at once. So we are just going to come through and click on what it is that we want. So I'm going to create a presentation, I'm going to create a podcast, and I'm also going to create some guided notes. So now that I've selected all three of those, what's going to happen is Brisk is actually going to create those items, but it's going to give me the option to make them personalized or make them my own and to adjust the prompts. So when I click next, we're looking at our presentation first. So you can see that I have the presentation here. I can choose the language that I want to utilize. I can also choose my standard AI. I have the ability to adjust the prompt. So if there's something specific that I want students to know about, I can add that into the prompt. I can add standards here if I would like to. I can change my grade. So I'm just going to choose 7th grade. I can change how many slides I would like to have. And then it comes standard without the images. So I'm going to just click next. I can choose how I would like this to look. So I can choose one of these nice little templates, the style for the presentation. I'm going to choose this one because it's nice and snowy. Then we get over here to the podcast. I can add additional items in here. I can add standards. I can change the amount of minutes that the podcast will be. I'm just going to leave it at 1 to 2 minutes. And then I also can come here and adjust the guided notes. If there's something specific that I would like, I can always change the prompt. So one of the great things about Brisk is that sure, it gives you a generic prompt, but you can always add additional items into the prompt that you would like it to achieve for you. So once I have all of that done, I'm going to choose Brisket. And that is going to then create those 3 items for me in a bundle. And once they are created, they're going to open up into a new window. It just takes a moment. And so this is going to be the window where we are going to see the 3 items that we have here. Now, in order to share these items with our students, we can share them with a link. We can share the activity with the students. We can also share these as a template with another colleague. So perhaps they're doing the same exact thing and you want them to be able to have this template or they want to adjust it for a specific aspect. So you can share that out as well. We also can add additional items to our little bundle. We can add a chat bot. We can upload a file. We can add other items from our Google Drive. We can also add a link. And we can preview it as the student. So we're going to do that right now. So this is our preview. And you will see when it pops up, our 3 items that we created will be on the left-hand side. So right now you're seeing our guided notes. Here's our podcast. And here is the presentation. So when the students click on the link, this is where they'll be brought to and they can work through these items. You can view the progress of the students and you also can adjust the settings on these. You can hide a certain one from the students if you would like to. And you can also turn on editing mode if you would want the student to actually have the ability to edit it right inside of this space. So there's a bunch of different options for you. We can, of course, add from here as well, add a link or something like that. And these items that you have created automatically are stored inside of your Google Drive. So if you go to your Google Drive, you can search Brisk and you will find these items there as well. So that's pretty much how the bundles work. The other new item that Brisk has introduced is an actual online dashboard. So previously, all of your Brisk items were just going into your Google Drive. You'd have to search for them or find them or in order to send them out, or you'd have your links and so on and so forth. But what they have now created is um, an actual web page where you can go and see your items. Now, in order to get to that web page, I'm just going to switch back to our item here, and you'll see that when I'm on this, you'll see this item that says next level teaching ideas. If you click on this, it's going to bring you to that sort of docking page. So when I go to this page, you are going to see that there is going to be my items, and I also have the ability to sort of have a conversation about these items. This is going to be a chat bot to help you brainstorm. So you will see that it's going to give you some additional things that you can add to this. It's going to talk about, there's going to be a quiz or a pulse check. So it's just kind of like your brainstorming partner along with these items. If you go back, you'll see that this right here is the brainstorming aspect. So you can put in any topic and you can just kind of have a chat with the chat so that you can kind of brainstorm your ideas. Let's say you have an idea where you're like, I want to do something on animals, but I don't know what I want to do. You can have a conversation with the Brisk chat in order to develop those ideas. The other thing you'll see here is your library, and in the library is all of the resources that you have created. So you're going to see everything in one place. So yes, it's in your Google Drive, but if you want to look at everything that you've done all together, you can come here and you can see it broken down by activities, bundles, and your podcasts. The other item up here is batch feedback. This is a feedback tool. I haven't created any batch feedback items, but you can import your student work and then you can actually create a batch feedback item. The more you use it, the more it will sound like you and will pick up your the way in which you provide feedback. So that's always an option for you to explore with as well. And I'll do a video about that at a later date. So that's all the new additions for Brisk. Brisk is awesome. They're always coming out with new things to help you as educators. So it's definitely worth exploring and looking into as far as creating new and inventive things for your students. Thank you and have a wonderful afternoon. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.